Now, going on a date in your 40s is definitely different than dating in your 20s. So how many exes do you have? Well, I have 5 exes. And you're 46. Well, no, I'm actually 49, but I just stretched the truth just a little bit on my profile. Okay, keep an open mind. You're so hot. Ignore. And do you have any other baggage or personal tragedies I need to be aware of? So much baggage, but I haven't done any emotional healing, so you're gonna discover them about 6 months into our relationship. Thanks for the heads up. So you are looking for a relationship then, right? Well, how do you define a relationship? What? Well, what I found that works best for me is that you keep it strictly monogamous with me, however, I keep it just a little bit casual. Yes, waiter, I'll have a dirty martini with a side of cyanide pills, please. So you wanna get out of here? Excuse me? Well, we might as well hook up. I mean, you got a babysitter for the night. Very good point. Let's do it. Now, as much as dating in your 40s might feel just a little rough, there's also some silver linings. So here are 3 reasons why dating in your 40s can be better than your 20s. Number 1 is that you get what it is that you see. Once people are in their 40s, you kind of just get the picture of who they really are. I mean, think about a guy in his 20s and 30s. Now, what we're really trying to do when we're dating someone in our 20s and 30s is we're trying to predict what type of man that guy is going to be in the future. And this is really impossible. But when we reach a certain age, and it's usually around your late 30s to 40s, we kind of just are who we are. So when you're dating in your 40s and you go with a guy and he's not really what it is that you want, at least you can see the man for who he is and not some facade. My name's Untitled Chapter. I've developed what we call the 7 little love steps over the past decade of helping women get out there and attract long-lasting love. And we have a little love step called little love step number 2, where we create your love vision. And when you have a love vision and you are crystal clear about the man and relationship you really want, well, dating in your 40s can actually be very effective. And if you want to learn all the little love steps, you can learn them for free at lovestrategies.com. The second reason why dating in your 40s is better than dating in your 20s is because you know who you are. Now, the same logic also applies to you as a person. Now, I even think back to myself when I was single in my 20s. I mean, my entire life mission and my purpose in life would change literally about every 2 years. And it was right around the same time when I met Jessica and I started this company when I started to really settle into who I was, which ultimately made dating a lot easier for me because then I knew what type of person I really wanted. So it really can be easier to date when you're in your 40s and beyond because you're just more settled into who you are. And reason number 3 is that when you're in your 40s and beyond, you can really start to trust your instincts about people. Now, when you're in your 20s, the advice of just trust your instincts really isn't the best advice. Here's why. Because your horny, inexperienced 20-year-old self's instincts will always gravitate to that tall, charming guy who only booty calls you every other week. But when you're in your 40s, you are done with all of that. And your instincts for getting involved with the wrong people get much more honed in. And the data also supports this. Research actually tells us that instincts are only really useful when we have real life experience in that domain. So if you haven't really dated that much or you don't have much relationship experience, then your instincts might not be as helpful. Let's say that I wanted to start investing in and purchasing art for my house. For me to just go around to different art galleries and just trust my instincts on what's good art and what's bad art, well, that would be really dumb and useless because I have absolutely no experience in this domain. It's only until I've gotten some real life experience and started really reading up on it and learning as much as I can about art and going to lots of galleries when I would start to actually be able to trust my instincts. So think of your love life just like shopping for fine art. I mean, your 20s and 30s have given you the experience to know what it is that you really want. Who's fake, who's real, who's going to add value in your life versus who's going to cost you thousands of dollars in wasted time and effort. Who's fake and who's real. Trust those instincts, enjoy the process, and let's go find you your Mona Lisa. Get it? Mona Lisa? Mona Lisa? That's it. I retire. I'm done.